I've made a lot of mistakes. I've been wrong many times, but I'm beginning to think I'm right about this. The mainstream media is not your friend. The culture is not your friend. The government is not your friend. Big business is not your friend. They are operating collegiately in unison to create a set of systems that are beneficial to them and disadvantage you.
Truth bombs from yet another populist influencer who's now been officially and disparagingly Me Too'd. We're going to take a look at what's really happening with Russell Brand and why he may come out of this stronger than ever. Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor, here to help you to think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. If you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Also, make sure to share this video with friends and family if you would. We are once again being throttled by big tech. Surprise, surprise. So I need your help to get the hopeful message of this channel out to as many people as possible. As I'm sure you know by now, over the weekend, Russell Brand was contacted by a number of UK media outlets, all of or most of which were owned by Rupert Murdoch, saying that they were going to publish allegations of rape and sexual assault made against him by 4 accusers between the years 2006 and 2013. In the UK, as I understand it, there is no statute of limitations for rape accusations, so he was told, basically, get ready to fight for your life. Now, Russell Brand has denied these allegations, though he has fully admitted that his past life was filled with drug addiction as well as sex addiction. He's gone through an extraordinary spiritual rebirth in the intervening years and has become a powerful voice for the populist left. But these allegations appear to be already working their social magic, as it were. Almost immediately, his agency announced that they were dropping him, very similar to what happened with Johnny Depp and Warner Brothers after the Amber Heard allegations. And now YouTube, astonishingly YouTube, has announced that they are demonetizing his channel, again, based solely on these accusations. Now, I have to say at the outset that I have no patience whatsoever with many of the conservative commentators that I've been hearing out there saying such nonsense like, why do they do this? Why does YouTube do this? Can't they just be neutral? Can't they just wait until the facts come in? You see, I mean, this, in my opinion, this is where conservatives are just blatantly blind fools. They're fools. They literally have no idea the actual nature of the world we are living in. And therefore they remain powerless and paralyzed to effectively fight back. What just happened to Russell Brand, and this is key, it's regardless of whether the allegations are true or not. What just happened, objectively speaking, to Russell Brand is he fell victim to something called reputation politics. Write that down. It's an important term. Reputation politics. The key with reputation politics is that it recognizes the relationship between our reputations and the larger social structure we find ourselves in. Our reputations actually fit us into institutional arrangements and social hierarchies. That's, in effect, where the term comes from. It comes from the Latin reputatio, which literally means to repeatedly judge and discern, to rejudge, to rediscern. It can actually mean to repeatedly prune, to remove what's not wanted. Are you getting it? You see, our founding fathers were deeply aware of the manipulative power of things like character assassination, which is part of reputation politics. That's why constitutionally we're innocent until proven guilty. But that world, the world of our founding fathers, is far removed from the world we find ourselves in today. That's the world I'm going to expose and show exactly how Russell Brand fits into it. But first, gang, you need to click on that link below and learn how to stick it to the establishment by using their own corruption against them. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Companies like BlackRock have been bribing corrupt politicians like Nancy Pelosi with insider trading secrets for decades now. They know a whole host of trading secrets that gives them an unfair advantage when picking stocks. But did you know that thanks to a little-known SEC database, well, guess what? we can have access to those very same secrets as well. We get to see what stocks these corporate CEOs are buying up in real time, and then we get to piggyback on their trades to gain the same advantage for ourselves that Pelosi and the crooks in DC have. My friend Ross Givens has been tracking insider trading for years now, and his recommendations have led to investment returns of over 200%. Some have hit as high as nearly 1,500%, and now, gang, it's your turn. Click on that link below right now and learn how you too can learn to trade like Pelosi. Click on that link and learn how to gain an insider advantage for yourself today. The world which you and I live in today is what scholars are calling a refeudalized world, where our society is increasingly resembling the kind of caste system akin to the class structures in the Middle Ages. So not only do we have a massive amount of power and money in the hands of very few, but at the same time, we're seeing today a comparable kind of religious fanaticism, not through a clerical class, but rather through what's called a clerisy class, a pseudo-intellectual class dedicated to woke fanaticism made up of the environment, gender, race, and the like. And that's why we're seeing the advent of Woke Inc., where more and more corporations are enforcing this dogmatic ideology coming from the universities and the political class. It's a sign of the uniformity of the ruling class. Political rule, economic rule, entertainment rule, all the major cultural levers of power, all used to enforce this radical woke fanaticism that protects the power and affluence of the billionaire and the bureaucrat. And those who refuse to comply with this woke fanaticism that's used to keep people subservient to billionaires and bureaucrats are in effect excommunicated. It's called cancel culture. And they're excommunicated by being branded as a heretic, which involves today having their reputation slandered as a sexist and bigot and racist and all kinds of phobes. And the ADL, which Elon Musk is dealing with now, the ADL run around like the Grand Inquisitor, looking for heretics. But the absolutely crucial point to get in all of this is that our reputations are now bound up in this neo-feudalist system. Our reputations are inextricably bound up within this neo-feudalist system, a system that by definition operates according to woke fundamentalist norms. And woke norms operate by definition by denying the possibility of any legitimate dissent. Since dissent, again by definition, is inherently racist, sexist, bigoted, and all kinds of phobic. If you are a dissident, like Russell Brand, you are now a legitimate target of reputation politics. Your reputation will be maligned in such a way that the social structure and institutional arrangements that surround your reputation will be required to cancel you, lest they be tarnished with the same accusations of heresy. That's how our system operates today. The days of being legally assumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law are over. Now, all that said, Russell Brand can certainly come out of this stronger than ever, just like Johnny Depp did. As social commentator Douglas Murray pointed out, the Amber Heard trial really did mark the end of the Me Too era. Amber Heard publicly and unambiguously destroyed the fundamental premise of the Me Too movement, which was believe all women. With the destruction of that fundamental premise, Murray argues, the whole Me Too movement has come crashing down like a house of cards. I have to say that I think this is why so many are so completely unconvinced by these latest accusations coming 10 years later. They're not buying it. And if enough people refuse to buy it, it may be that the era of reputation politics is indeed coming to an end. And Russell Brand will have helped destroy it. Hey gang, I know what it's like to feel alone out there in these turbulent times, but I broke free. If you too have been looking for a community with like-minded patriots who are serious about resisting globalism, building a parallel economy, and having intelligent and deep fellowship on a regular basis, then you've come to the right place. In my Courageous Patriot Insiders community, we're building a close-knit movement of, by, and for patriots who are breaking free from the outrage and despair cycles of the mainstream media and taking on the fight against globalism. Every week, I deep dive into the content I can't share on big tech and give you the cliff notes on the truth of how patriots just like you are building up their communities, starting patriot businesses, and fighting the woke in both public and private. all with a few history and political lessons from yours truly, of course. If you want to stop feeling alone as a patriot and stand together with this fast-growing community, be sure to click on the link in the description below. Don't wait. Join me and my Patriot Coalition today, and let's get fighting.